One of these days I'll actually do start a stream on time and everything won't catastrophically fail 5 minutes before. But anyways, lights, camera, and action. Welcome everyone to this very special 6 billion stream. I'm very excited. I'm really hoping that this game works and doesn't crap out on us. But today and Friday as well, and at least once a week, we are going to be playing the movies, which is my super favorite comfort game. Everything appears so far to be working. And thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'll wait just a couple, or I'll stall for a couple of minutes to see if anyone else joins in, but this is a game that I haven't been able to get working on modern computers for a hot minute until now. But like, this is my comfort game. I used to play this game literally for like 14 hours straight, just completely isolate myself for a week and just power through this game and then continue on with life as normal. And I'm super excited to kind of, make our own little HHN studio and, just have fun with it. So we're definitely going to be going through the campaign mode, and as we unlock more things, we'll start to make more adventurous types of movies. But for those of you who haven't seen this before, this is more or less basically like The Sims plus like Roller Coaster Tycoon management plus making crappy movies in the Uncanny Valley. So we're going to hope that everything works the way it should. Also, my audio was being a little stoopy-doopy earlier, so let me know if anything is too loud or too quiet, and I'll try and adjust that. And we're just gonna do this live and see how it goes. Alright, how's this, everyone? Can you guys still hear me over the audio? Can you still hear me talking and all that stuff? Welcome, everyone. If my phone would charge, I'll try and get chat popped up here. But also, how's everyone doing? How's everyone Thanksgiving going? I know it's kind of a, what's the word? I know it's kind of an awkward time to start a stream for everyone with the holidays right around the corner and everyone busy this week. But, like I said, last week I was not anticipating working every single day, even on my days off, and more stuff just kept popping up. So thank you for being patient, everyone. It can only go up from here. Can only get better, and I'm stoked. Sorry, I'm trying to, I have 2 tiny monitors, and I'm trying to get chat pulled up on my phone so I can actually see you guys talking. Hi, Shay. I see you. Why does nothing love me? Excuse me. Anyone have any exciting plans tomorrow? Anyone doing anything cool for Thanksgiving? Anybody watching the best slasher ever called Thanksgiving by Eli Roth? Or is that just me? Lord, why are these cars so loud outside? Okay, where is it? Why do you do this to me? Whatever. Phone, why you do this? We are just going to have to YOLO it. Because as I said, technology never works. Yes, that's me. Haha. Things are working now. Things are looking up in the 6 billion camp. Cecil, what if instead of walkthroughs at HHN they did scary themed escape rooms? I would be down for that. I hope we see something like that at HHN Vegas eventually. And a quick little segue, Not Scary Farm used to kind of do something like that. Unfortunately, it was during the period between my first California trip and before, like, after my first California trip, but before we started going regularly. But they had these skeleton key rooms, which I think 5 of the haunted houses had them, and they were like these additional upcharge rooms that you experienced before the haunt that were kind of like escape rooms or like miniature scenes or vignettes that played out. It was really cool, but it was from what I've heard, it was a nightmare for capacity, which is why they no longer exist. But I would love to see something like that. Will, you're doing this niche hipster thing where you eat turkey for Thanksgiving? Lame. Oh, actually, real quick. We'll get started here in 30 seconds. I'm gonna ping Discord real quick. So that way people can't say that they miss me. Woo! Yeah, also, sorry everyone in Discord, I was definitely planning on starting on time at 5:31 when I sent that message, and here we are. Alright, anyways, let's get started. Let's just jump right in. Will, did you say something about repository? Yeah, low-key, also, hi Sky. Yeah, also low-key, I'm a bad HHN fan, because I worked at HHN during 2016 when the repository was a thing, and I never did it. Like... I don't know, I always had an excuse that I was too tired every night or whatever, and I just never got there, which sucks. But it is what it is. I got to do some of the Legendary Truth, like, pre-VR stuff that they did as, like, secret bonus tests before that was a thing. So, you know, I'll take it. All right, the movies time, let's get going. Like I said, I'm planning on doing a lot of these campaigns. I want to play at least, you know, a couple times a week. At least once a week, maybe more. Yeah, well, it was kind of expensive. But with that being said, this first campaign is gonna be, me getting back into the ropes, because, like, it's been a minute since I've played this game. It's been like 2 or 3 years, so I gotta try and remember all my skills. But also, I just, you know, I want to do these campaigns with you guys. I want to make fun HHN movies. I want to bring some of these crappy haunted houses and some of these great haunted houses and some of these icons to life. And, you know, I just want to have something fun that's still kind of HHN related, but not really HHN related, that we can do during the off season. So let me stop stalling here and let's get started here. Everyone knows my first and last name now, so dox me if you want. I don't care. It's not like I'm going to be any more depressed than I am now. Anyways, let's choose a logo for our 6 billion studios, as I feel like that's only fitting for this first campaign. You know what? I feel like the toilet is a little too accurate. I feel like we got to keep the toilet. And I am going to be playing with the tutorial. More so for you guys. One, I think it's the best way to play this game is with the tutorial because it gives you the best advantage, I guess. But also, as much as I want this to be, you know, like a fun, creative sandbox. Oh, I just kicked Nyx in the head because she jumped on me. Sorry, Nyx. As much as I want this to be a fun, creative sandbox, I also want you guys to understand what's going on. And I've never streamed a game before. Normally, the extent of me talking during video games is me screaming at my TV while I'm playing Call of Duty. So we're gonna figure this out together, and we're gonna have a fun time. Mom, I'll send in Discord. Oh, hi, Nixie, welcome. I'll put in Discord where I got this working. Sky, I feel that HHN deprived. I was talking with Josh about reading the old Nightmares forums from like years and years ago, and I was like, yes, I want to do that. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna shut up during this introduction, and please let me know if you guys can't hear it.
Welcome to the dawn.
Hi, Pixie. I would love your butthole on my face.
1920, and your new studio's success lies in your hands.
Say hi to everyone.
To greatness. You must create the biggest movies and employ the most famous stars as you strive to reach the summit of the studio charts and reap the rewards of victory. First, build a thriving studio. Hire wannabes and nurture them into your stars. Make the movies that'll get the big bucks rolling in and clean up at the awards.
Volume is really low? Okay. Once I have to tab stuff and I'll get there in a second. So, read for now.
Stars from rival companies will flock to your studio, and you'll unlock new technologies, scenes, and sets to make your movies better.
Yes, Pixie, you're doing a very good job of helping.
So what are you waiting for? You've got a suitcase full of cash and a world of possibilities before you. Now get out there and start making your dreams come true. Because in the movie industry, anything is possible.
All right, we're in color. Okay, let me pause this for a second and try and adjust the audio settings for y'all. Man, it's been a minute. This feels great. Let's try this. I guess there's not really much ambient music to test this out with, but this is our movie studio. This is the pinnacle of graphics back in 2005, for the record. So I'm going to try and explain everything that's going on as much as I can. I haven't fully played through this yet on this PC, so I don't have like everything unlocked, and I don't have like the late game sandbox crazy stuff yet. Welcome, Skull and Spooky. I missed you. I'm glad you can make it. I'm so excited. So I'm going to try and explain everything as we go through the tutorial. Again, a lot of this customization isn't going to come on this first stream. How I'm getting back in the groove of things and showing it you guys. We got to lay the strong foundations for this studio before we can get really crazy, and we got to unlock some stuff first. Yes, Pixie, hello. So you can see we start in 1920, which means obviously movie making technology is not very advanced right now. So the first thing we got to do is just kind of start and build our studio. If the volume's still low, it's because there's no music playing. That's why. Watching at Walmart. What a legend, Skull and Spooky. All right. I will real quick show you guys. I think it's cute how they actually put like effort into the, I don't know if you would call this the skybox, but like the back of the studio that you would never see, they actually detailed it out and like put some cute stores. I don't know. That was always a fun detail for me. All right, anyways, let's just get right into it.
Before you open the studio,
all right, so we've got to set up our essentials.
Is a stage school
also, the good thing about this game is you can build stuff while you're paused, which is what I'm going to be doing a lot of because time is very valuable. You guys might think this is going to be a very chill, laid back, you know, simulator type game. No, it is not. This is for Will and Shay and anyone else who works in attractions. This is like Gringotts 9RVs Winter Peak, like death mode, like 24/7. Like this is like constant state of panic because everything is always on fire, which is why I love it because it eats up time so much. So we've got, I'll go to the aerial view here. So we've got this entire thing to make our studio. Now obviously we're not gonna have a lot to fill in right now, but we've got to first fill in all the boring administration buildings. You can see I kind of have everything paused right now because I like to be anal about how I build my studios. This is the one bit of customization that I normally don't change from time after time. You can go.
I'm just looking for headphones.
You're fine. You want to use mine?
No.
Okay, bye. So I'll talk a little bit more about these stats and stuff. Also, feel free to ask questions, chat with me, ask whatever you want while we're doing this. Said I'm going to try and get this set up as quick as I can, more or less. But like I said, it's been a while since I played it, so I gotta remember. All right, so we gotta build our stage school first, obviously. This is, as it states, this is where we're gonna hire our actors and everything. Gonna put some grass down and make it look nice and pretty too. And eventually we're gonna get a bunch more buildings in the next couple of minutes here.
To build the stage school, you'll need to hire a builder at
so we're
the
still not
now
open yet. Let me know if you guys can hear this background audio as well.
Great, fantastic. While the stage school is being built, you can use this time to sort out the rest of the buildings you'll need.
Okay, well that's good. There's background audio now. So one of the most important aspects of this game is just, I need a janitor, is just employee management, which sounds really weird to say, but you get a limited number of people that will come to work at your studio. That includes maintenance people, stars, stuntmen, script writers, the production crew, a lot of that stuff. So you can't just, you know, go willy-nilly crazy with everything. You have to actually manage your resources pretty
now
well.
Build a casting
I'm gonna
office.
pause here again, because like I said, time is money and we don't want to waste money. So let's get our casting office and our production office right here. This is where we're going to cast our actors in the movies. Oh, Pixie's on the move. And then this is where we are going to eventually release the movies as well. Like I said, I know this part is kind of boring. I promise it gets more fun. I promise. Like I said, this is laying the foundations for all the crazy stuff that we'll be able to do in the future. Cecil, I'm not kidnapping people off the street. They are willingly walking into my studio looking for a job. And when we're not actually doing a campaign, I will be mean and abuse them for you guys. Or later on, I'll
to operate the filming equipment.
do something. We're gonna put our crew facility
You'll also
here.
need a set to shoot your movie on.
Said you can pick
The
up
stage
all of
set
your
will be
people to put them
perfect
where
for
you
your first
want,
movie.
which is pretty much what you got to be doing. You literally have to tell people where to be 24/7. See, that guy wasn't building. That's the money we're losing right there. So volume's good, everyone? Yes? Okay. Oh yeah, there's your Panda Express. I forgot to tell you. Yours is the one I haven't eaten yet. Oh yes, and I forgot, we need to make our set. I do have some mod sets that came installed with this that I'm not going to use because one, I don't want them to crash the game, and two, I don't want them to crash the game. So we're not going to be doing that we're not going to be doing those yet, but if anyone does know how to do mod support and stuff for this game and wants to help out with that later, let me know because I'm totally down for some stuff like that. All right.
Try linking up the flashing connection points on your buildings.
Boop, 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 doop. Can you get me a drink?
Click on the landscaping button.
Sky, this is basically the plot of WandaVision. You're not entirely wrong. All right. So our studio isn't open yet, so I can't talk about a lot of the metrics yet. Or I won't.
Lay a path by left click. Okay, that'll do.
It's gonna yell at us for
having a great follow the
yelling
sparkle
us
to the floor
about connectivity and stuff, but we're gonna worry about that later on. For a very specific reason. And we also want our studio lot to look nice so we can decorate it, but again, we're gonna do that later. Unless it forces me to do them now. I can't remember. We'll add a tree here.
Try to use a range of
Look how
different
pretty it
ornaments
is.
as variety.
Ooh, so
okay,
fancy.
time to move on. Excellent. The studio is. Are you ready
All right,
to open the
we're ready to
studio?
open.
Congratulations. The
Put some
studio is
fancy cars here. All right, we are open for business, baby. 6 Billion Studios is here. So, the radio announcer in the back will say stuff every once in a while, and they're kind of funny, so let me know if you guys can't hear it. But here is going to be our 4 actors slash actresses. And before we officially hire them, there's 2 things. One, here's all the stats that we're going to be dealing with our talent, if you want to call it that. And all of these are going to play or factor into how popular and how successful they end up being. So obviously with their experience, we're going to be training them on, or we'll have them get experience in different genres of movies until they get really good. Their looks and their physique, yes, this game is very shallow. If your stars are ugly, they will not be popular. Sucks to suck, get good. And then all of the little attributes, I don't know how well you guys can read them on the screen, but all the attributes are, how easy these guys will be to manage. So this person here who's hard to please, easily stressed, easily bored, always going to be eating and always going to be drinking, not going to be a fun thing to deal with. But what I did is I went through, and I will be doing this for channel members as well, I promise. I was bad yesterday and got stressed about other stuff and felt like crap and didn't do it. But we will be doing some character creation for channel members. So first off, I gotta represent the OGs who helped me start doing this in the first place that are in the chat, Will and Cheyenne. So we can import these stars, and these are the stars that I've made in the Star Maker thing, which is basically like create your own Sims. And also I did 2 of the HHN icons, because, you know, why not? I can't do face paint, so I didn't do Jack and Chance, sorry. But, you know, we've got the storyteller and the director, you know. What better way to start off an HHN, whatchamacallit, an HHN studio than with these guys. And then, of course, let's see, who's going to be the director and who's going to be the actor? Will, you're going to be on screen, so that way we can even out, the genders, and Shay, you'll be the director. And now I'm gonna make you guys start liking each other. All right, so we officially got our first talent. Woohoo! So we don't get to do anything fun for a little bit because, again, tutorial.
Okay, time to move on.
So we have this magical script that just randomly appeared in our
left-click
plot.
and
That's
hold
crazy.
To follow the stream to the casting office. Okay,
We're gonna go cast
your
it
movie
now.
Needs a cast and a
And since this
director.
is called
Let's start
The
by
Baggage
assigning a new
Boy, I think we
director.
gotta put little Wilhelm, I don't care. Wilhelm Paddledeer and Shane Denver here.
The stars have now started rehearsing the script.
You guys have no
This will help
experience in
boost the final
anything
quality of the
because
movie.
sucks to suck, so this is gonna be a really bad movie. Not just in like the traditional sense, but like in every sense. And then our crew members aren't as
Available crew will
important.
fill any
I'm not
required
saying that
crew
to be
positions, so you don't need to assign
disparaging,
them.
but we don't really get to
to see how rehearsal
micromanage
is
the rest
progressing.
of everyone. Oh, is my chat still here? Derek, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the party. Shay, I told you guys were gonna like it. And again, I'll promise I'll spend more than like 5 minutes before stream making your names next time. Yes, 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 blah, blah, blah. Crew helps make movies, make the studio a lot pretty if you want, ja, ja, ja. But we do need a power couple. So we are going to make our two couples interact quite a bit so that way they can talk.
All right.
Just like
Rehearsal
with
of
any
the script
movie, the
is
the
finished.
better relationship
It's time
your
to shoot
stars
your movie.
have, the better the
Your
movie will
is
be.
now shooting.
So we'll go check
Go
in
to
on
the
them in a
stage
little
set
bit
to follow its
as they make them
progress.
flirt. But right now, let's film this movie. So like I said, time is money here. We could wait for everyone to walk over here, or we could be the
stars and crew you
insane
selected will
micromanaging
assemble at the
boss that
set,
yoinks
ready
them and
for
says,
shooting
you're
to
gonna do
begin.
this.
The first scene is
Gotta
now
put
being
a
shot. You can see the overall
maintenance
movie
person to
progress
make
in
our
the movie's
sets, make sure our set
information
is in the best possible condition while it is while this movie is filming. And also, you know, anybody who watches the tabloids would know this, but like, apparently a lot of stars are really trashy because all they do is throw their trash on the ground. So, yes, I do actually have to put trash bins everywhere in the studio. And I will add more later on. But just for the tutorial, because I'll add some. Because if I don't add trash cans and there's stuff on the ground, then I have to have janitors pick it up. And the more janitors I have means that there's less people who can make movies. You know, Sky, I can't wait for 6 billion productions at HHN either. They said, as in the next couple of weeks and months, once we get to like making actual movies, like I could make a 30-minute like short film with subtitles. Like we could do some really cool stuff and make something
okay.
kind of
Now
interesting.
You can check what everyone is
Honestly,
doing
I should do
by
an
looking at the
HHN
cast
trivia
and
with me
crew
as
in
one of these
preparation for your
actors.
next movie.
Oh, I
Build
gotta
a
build
new
the next
that has
set
become
now. So quick
available.
segue.
This will help to keep the public interested
We're
in
gonna
your
let
movies.
we're gonna make the director and the storyteller flirt a little bit more, but we're gonna make sure they don't pick up trash because then they'll get cranky. But another important thing about this, or another, what's the word, quality of life? I don't know what the word would be, but as we unlock more sets, we kind of want to keep them grouped semi-together by their theme. And again, because this is a tycoon management type game,
Okay. While the movie is shooting, it's worth
we
looking
want to
after
be
the rest of the
as
studio.
efficient as we can.
Look around the
So
studio
if
for
we're making a
information
Wild West
icons
film,
and
the chances of
corresponding tips.
all of the Wild West sets being used, or multiple Wild West sets, is pretty big. So it wouldn't make sense to have one on one end of this lot, one end on the other, or one on the other end, and have our stars have to run around back and forth. Time is money. Come on. I'm not paying y'all OT because you're lazy. Let's see how well our movie's filming. We'll check on it in a bit, but let's see how Elsa and Paulo are talking or are feeling. Nope. Forced love. I don't think you're the only one here that isn't a channel member, Spooky. There's a few, but that's okay. I appreciate everyone that tunes in the same. Of Of course, channel members mean a lot to me, but also, you know, you were here since the beginning, Spooky. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're not paying me. Get out of my chat. Nah. Your support means everything, and I appreciate that.
Did Derek spill his tea?
Where?
He says he's sitting on a secret.
Oh, wait. I didn't see that. Sorry, my phone is terrible, and my other chat on the screen keeps disconnecting.
Now, I'm about to get my manservant to play some exceptional
Derek, don't tease me like that. I want to know. All right. So right now, again, we're just kind of killing time, going through the tutorial. About to release our first film, The Baggage Boy. Let me tell you guys, I've watched this like dozens of times. Incredible art. Forget what I said earlier. This is the best thing you're ever gonna see in your life. Like, bar none. Bar none. All right, keep flirting. I didn't say you guys could talk or could not do anything yet.
Shooting has finished on your movie.
You guys ready?
And it's now ready for
Look at
release
that.
at
The
production
lowest
office.
possible. So we can see the potential for this movie here. Like how good we think it's going to do. Lowest possible rating. Let's go. Let's release this movie. Nah, you're always on the list, Golden Spooky. Don't worry. I can't wait, Derek. I'm excited. I can't wait. Oh, I'm so hyped. All right, Baggage Boy was not the worst thing we could have possibly created. And again, for anyone who actually cares, just a real quick rundown. Like I said, star relationships will factor in how good the movie does. If your people hate each other, it'll be bad, or worse, if they like it, it'll be good. Our sets were in good condition, and obviously our crew had zero experience because it's our first movie. All of our stars are nobodies, so we have no star power. Genre interest, I'll go over later, but it kind of, as world events happen, obviously interest in certain genres wanes and grows. So right now we're just, everything is the same, or everything is even because it's the tutorial. Novelty value is how recent everything is. So these stars and sets have never been seen, so obviously that's great, and standard technology. But I mean, let's stop talking about movies. Let's watch one. All right, look at this. Told you this is gonna be beautiful.
This is the best part.
I will say though, not all of the movies are as like heavily scripted as this. Like these scenes were like added to the game specifically for this tutorial mission, whatever you want to call it, tutorial script. It gets better after this. Does it get less cringy? No, but it doesn't get as long and, or it's not as long and dragged on. HHN 19 vibes, right?
Is there benefits for people flirting? You see so
I'm getting there. And yes, there is benefits for people flirting. Spoiler alert, this game is not this game is slightly homophobic because if you have two people of the same gender, they cannot be lovers. They can, I think, only be best friends at the highest level. But if they're the opposite gender, they do the dirty in their trailer. And hopefully, it's not gonna happen today. It's gonna be a while down. Hopefully you guys will get to see the director and the storyteller doing the dirty, if you know what I mean. All right, The Baggage Boy, incredible. Best thing I've ever seen in my life. All right, but are you guys ready for these reviews? Are these reviews better than my reviews for HHN? Oh, we don't care about how well this movie did. It was crap. Let's see. Let's see. I've seen chimps act more convincingly than this. That's kind of racist, not gonna lie, dang. If bad directing was a crime, Shane Denver would be facing life. Oof, rough. That's what I said about Lunatic's Playground and everyone got mad at me. Well, actually, I said that about Halloween and everyone got mad at me. Anyways, Oh, it's clear that the cast and director got on well. Good for you guys. So some of these are very fun to read. So we officially got our first movie out.
Has been your studio's chart rating is
and
based
now we're
on
officially on the
release,
charts.
The bigger your
So part of the
stars,
reason
the
that we
higher your
are
studio
going to
rating.
not be doing too much this first stream and for these first
The
couple of
better your
years
movies,
is because of our Oscars, more or less. So real quick, you can see all the other studios that we're in competition with right now. And there's one award that we want to get twice for maximum perks, and that is the highest climbing studio award. So the only way really to do that is for 1 year at the Oscars, be in 5th. The next time, which is every 5 years in game, we have to be in 3rd. And then we'll be in 1st place from there on out. But we can't get up to 1st place until I think 1935. So we've got a bit to kind
Higher
of
your studio rating.
build some sets, build our
To view the
lot,
star
make some
movie in
movies.
studio, now that you have a
We're still
movie
going to be
out
doing
and
stuff.
some
We're
money
just
in
not
the
going to let
bank,
the public
it's
know
time to
what we're
take a
doing.
closer look at
Kind of like
your
me with my
employees need
content
good
right now. I'm
sanitation.
working on
So
stuff.
place down
You
some
guys just aren't
restrooms
going to
to
see it
improve
yet.
your
You just don't
studio
know what it
rating.
is. What do we have to build now? Oh, we got to build restrooms, y'all. All right. So, very, very important. This is a Hollywood A-list studio after all. So, we have to build a snack cart where it costs $25 for a hot dog, because, you know, what else would we do? And then we need a lot of restrooms as well.
You'll need to build another
And yes, this
restroom.
is the 20s,
The more
so good
employees you
restrooms
have,
apparently
the
didn't
more
exist.
restrooms you'll need to keep your sanitation rating high.
This is stuff
Great.
that we will
This will
unlock
raise
better
not only your
versions of
catering
later
rating,
on,
but your
and we
overall
will
studio
upgrade,
rating,
so that's
too.
why I'm not putting too much stock into these restrooms right now, because these are gross and stinky, and we're going to delete them for not porta potties later on. And you guys can see as well on this menu, this shows basically the attractiveness of the studio lot, and the red is not good. So green is good, and everything else is neutral. So those stinky poopies are gonna go away. They might be on our logo, but that doesn't mean they can get away with it. All right. So all those are building. What can we do?
Stars make better movies. If
We
you
want to
want
make
a
sure
star
our
and the
stars are
movie
happy.
shows you how
We can
happy
see
they
how
are.
happy they are. Shane, right now you're the happiest. Proud of you. And you're number 7. Let's go. But who will be number 1?
When the mood bar goes beyond the upper
Yes.
threshold line,
When they get
it
very
will glow
happy, they
green.
get better
When the mood bar goes
performances.
below
When they
the
are
lower
very
threshold
angry,
line,
they
it will glow
raise
red.
hell.
Unhappy stars could cause you problems, so look out for the
And they
red
were
emergency
roommates.
icons. One aspect of a star's
Yeah,
mood
for real,
is
Sky.
how they feel about their image. One way to improve a star's image is to give them a
Disney
makeover.
prices, yes.
To do this,
I was just
you'll
thinking
need to
about
build
that
a
today, like
makeover
how
department
expensive this stuff
first.
has gotten. Like, man, it's nuts. All right.
Remember, you can
More
rotate a building by holding
facilities,
the left
however we want to
mouse button
phrase
and
it.
moving the mouse
We've got to do a
around in a
makeover
circle.
department.
Go on,
So
you
the
can
other
drop builders around the
unfortunate
sides of the
aspect of
building
this
to speed
game
up construction if you
is
want.
that you always have to have your stars. Oops, I had the wrong button. You have to have your stars
Use
dressed
the
and
arrows
trendy,
above
or
the
else they
star
get cranky.
icons to view your other staff types. Staff
So
icons can be
we
used in the
kind of
same
have
way
to
as
dress
star
them in
icons.
period appropriate clothing, so that way they aren't pissed off and all that jazz. But like I said,
Okay,
we'll eventually
while
get
the
to a
makeover
sandbox
department is
mode where all
being
we do
built,
is troll,
try placing
because
a
I want
few
to do
more
that, because that'll be
ornaments
fun.
around your studio.
You can also see if I really wanted to, I could fire whoever I wanted. So maybe at the end of this stream, we'll make a fake save and we'll torment these people even more. All right, fast forward. Keep flirting. Eventually, you guys will be friends. Let's see. How are you guys doing, Will and Shay?
Okay,
She's quite
the
a nice
makeover
girl.
department is built.
All right, who are we gonna
Pick
give
up
a
a star
makeover
whose
to?
image you want. Drop a star
We're
in
just
the
gonna do
makeover
it to
room
the storyteller here. So you can see in the little green bar is how stylish and how much they like that costume. So at least for their normal walking around, we kind of have to have them somewhat happy. So whether or not you think this is ugly, this is what peak 1920s fashion looked like. And you're just judgmental if you think otherwise. But we can kind of change the, we can change some colors and customize some stuff. Ugh, this is ugly. Anyways, and as you can see, I'll scroll through here real quick. These are all the costumes that we have available now. We're going to gradually start unlocking more. Ooh, sexy! But, and they do differ by gender for male and female, so we do have a little wider range than this. Ooh, sexy again! And there is a lot of weird stuff we can do, like these haircuts are weird, like you got a alien implant now, or you got spikies, or what else? Oops. I'll pick one that actually fits. That looks like the storyteller, right? Perfect. Incredible. I don't even remember what hairstyle she had before. Close enough. And then you can do stuff with makeup and lipstick and all that, but it's not, doesn't matter too much. We'll play a little bit more with that when we finally make our own costume.
Enter the makeover
So, once real quick, just make
makeover.
put everyone in a costume that makes them happy. Because we all wear costumes. Also, oh wait, we don't have it yet. There's like an Indiana Jones costume here that's not Indiana Jones, but it like gets very stylish ratings. Normally the like typical or like the generic fashions are going to be more stylish than the actual, you know, costumes and stuff, so we can't have them walking around in that. But for some reason this Indiana Jones one is like
room to enter the makeover. Drop a star in the makeover.
Well, you're in the most styling looking thing right now, it looks like. We're gonna give you a... Oh, you look so handsome! This is when people are gonna really tell that I don't know like anything about colors or making things look good.
For room to enter, drop a star in the makeover room.
All right, Shane, I'm not gonna look at the screen when I do this, Shane, but Will, this is for you. Okay, I have to try and get you out. I'm not looking, I'm not looking, I'm not looking, I'm not looking. There we go. What's your favorite color? Purple? Me too. Look at that. 5,000 out of 10. All right, now all our stars are beautiful.
Okay,
now let's have them flirt again.
Makeover. Follow the guiding stream to your
You guys are gonna be friends whether you like it or not.
Okay, make sure all your stars are happy with their image. When you're
Have
ready
fun,
to move
Mom.
on, click on this bubble.
All right.
Great. Remember to read
Everyone's
this at the
happy for
makeover
now.
department.
No, once
As
about
you can
every,
imagine,
10
the more
in-game years, we'll have to go and update everyone.
As the rating
But
increases, they'll demand
we can also
higher
start
pay.
paying you guys now, so I guess everyone has done an adequate enough job to get a little bit of a bonus.
Stars can become
Like I
jealous of
said,
their
there's a lot
colleagues,
of
too,
different
if
metrics here
treated
that we get to remember.
At some point, your stars will begin to get bored.
At
and
some
will
point,
need
your
something
stars
new
will
to do.
begin to get bored. Not if
Have a
they're,
look at your
not
stars
if I'm playing
information
this
bubbles
game. They
to see
won't. They
how
don't have a
bored they
moment to
are.
breathe.
If the boredom bar
Oh.
falls below the threshold line, a
Oh,
star
the
will
director
become
and
very bored,
storyteller.
Which while making movies is a good. You've acquired another script, which
They're
can be
getting
found
there.
at the
They're
studio
friends
gates.
now. So the other awkward thing with this game is as their friendship level increases, you have to take them to more quote-unquote intimate locations. So now if I just have them randomly talk, you can see they're like, oh, maybe we need to go somewhere private to take our relationship to the next level. Ooh.
Remember
Sorry,
to
Will, you're
follow the
getting
guiding
cock-blocked.
streams and read the
Not
information
sorry.
bubbles to see what
Anyways,
you need to do.
let's put
This movie has some minor roles that you can
this
fill with
director and
extras.
storyteller
You
in
can
for our
hire
new
extras
script.
at the
This is the
stage
last
school.
one that is given to us. Everything from here on out we're going to have to write ourselves, either like with our own template or with the whatever, with the script writers that'll write them for us. And now here's another annoying part of this game with managing is extras. We don't have any extras right now. We only have actors, which means, Will, you're getting down with the storyteller. You lucky. I've always wanted a gilf like that. Anyways, eventually we will get more extras and we will be able to cast, but we kind of have to be smart with the people that we have in our movies right now and how much we play with that staffing. So Shane, you have to figure out something to do. Sorry. You don't get to do anything for the next 5 minutes. But I'll find something for you.
Your second movie is now shooting.
First off, we're
Follow
gonna
the
get
movie if you want to make sure everything goes
we're
to
gonna
plan.
yoink these little WandaVision kiddos to the set so they can start filming.
wishes me to
Keep an eye on your star's moods.
And then I
during
think we can
shooting.
build the rest of
If
our
a star's
sets
mood
here in
bar
a
is
minute.
glowing green, they will give a
Alright.
great performance. But if
Novelty
it's glowing
values
red,
down because we
they'll
just
give
released a
very
movie
bad
with that, so we're gonna
performance.
have to try and balance in 15 years which sets we're using. Real quick while I decide, what should we, there's furniture items. So all of these furniture items will affect some type of attribute of our stars. So I love having basketball hoops because they make your they make your stars feel better about their image, and it helps their physique. I don't know what the bath actually does, except for makes people not stinky. Got a beach ball here. We're gonna put it right in the middle of the road so that way they can get hit by any oncoming traffic. I'll put some chin-up bars here too, because those will also help with physicality, or physique, whatever you want to call it. And then we'll just put some benches right outside these windows so that way they can loudly talk about the people who are working right on the other side. Welcome back, Skull and Spooky. All right.
Whoa.
Shine, you stinky.
action.
There are some new sets available to
Take a
build,
bath.
which will help add variety to your future movies.
Oh, he
and keep the
was
public
checking you
interested.
out.
But keep
Look
an
at
eye on
that.
your finances.
He looking at it. He looking.
Movies
All right.
can be themed around one of 5
Will,
different
you
genres.
thirsty?
Action, comedy, romance,
All
sci-fi,
right.
and
So
horror.
now we're going to fill
Making
in
movies
the
different
rest of the
genres
sets
and
that we
using
have.
different sets will
And
keep
I
your
normally
movies
have a
fresh
formula
and
to this that I'm not adhering to at all. Oh, the scaredy cats are up here. I'm gonna die. But we want to be as conscientious of space as we can. We want to be able to fit as many of these sets and as much stuff as we can without having to, without just saying, oh, we can't fit this in, we have to do something else, if that makes sense. You know, you gotta have enough room in your roller coaster tycoon parks to build rides and to not have the guests shoulder to shoulder. Here, you gotta have enough room for your sets and all your HR buildings and all that jazz. So we'll start with that right now. And if you guys did read the blurb that just popped up, there's 5 genres that we can do. This does not get very down into the nitty-gritty of what those genres and everything are. I'm kind of going against my everything needs to be close together here, but I don't care. I'm an adult, I can do what I want. But we've got action, romance, comedy, sci-fi, and horror, and obviously we're going to be making a bunch of horror movies. In fact, I am going to move... Cheyenne, what are you doing? You need to play basketball. You're going to get bored otherwise. I'm going to actually move our horror section kind of over... Let's see. We'll start moving our horror section kind of right back here, behind our western section, because we're going to be using a lot of spooky sets. But before we can start making our custom movies, we have to get through this tutorial and we have to unlock our first achievement. So we're just gonna hang out here for a little bit, try and speed on through. I'm not gonna accidentally hit the escape
Every
button
star gains
27
experience
times.
while working on a movie based upon the genre of the movie.
And you might be
being made.
asking, why
A
can't
more
these
experienced
people
star
be
will give a better
practicing on these
performance.
sets to gain more experience if it's yelling at
Okay,
you?
your
And that's
movie
because this
still
is a stupid
shooting,
tutorial
so make
and it
sure
doesn't
your
let
buildings are all
you
connected with paths, or place down
let
some
them
more
practice or get
ornaments.
experience till after you release the second movie, which is stupid. Anyways. You know, that one Rubens. Oh, bro, the Lala Chusa room in Monstros was rank. That was a bad smell. Worst ever. All right, how are we doing here? Oh,
We shall hold a competition to see who can
that's
run
falling into
the
disrepair.
fastest.
Hey, babe, I want a new chair for Christmas because my back already hurts.
I know.
All right, how's everyone doing? Are we having fun? Are people enjoying this?
Yeah. I'm happy.
Well, thank you for thank you for believing in me, wifey boo.
Of course.
Yeah, Sky, I would agree with that. Exorcist Believer, Leatherface, Insidious. Yeah, Insidious was pretty bad in Hollywood this year. Honestly, I can't really think of the worst smell I've ever smelled in a haunted house. Like, undoubtedly, it has to be Hollywood somewhere. Maybe if I went to 2006 Orlando, it would be Psycho Scarier, because everyone talks about that. But like, you know, I really can't think of it. Okay. Also, at some point in a little bit, I want to make a little park area for all of our people to sit down and enjoy their lives. But we're gonna get there in a little bit, because like I said, I want to get to the more enjoyable part of this game with you guys, and not just the tutorial foundations, whatever. You know, Shay, I think Nightingales, I don't think actually smelled that bad. Like, it didn't smell good, but I don't think it has anything compared to those three that Sky just mentioned. All right, Love Lasso, number 2. We got a good script quality. Oh, it's better than last time. Let's go. Suck it, William and Shane. We made a better, the HHN icons made a better movie than you. And it was a Western romance and not a cool comedy. Oh, excuse me. All right, before we look at the reviews, well, let's see. Actually, let's look at the reviews first. Let's see if these reviews match what we're about to see. Why did they cast an actress as inexperienced as Elsa Strict in this romantic role? I don't know, because she looked good. Hollywood does it all the time. Next. The overall quality of acting in this movie is appalling, just like in the Sweet 16 trailer and the 2005 HHN commercials as well. Honestly, these are kind of all about the storyteller. You could apply all of these to the 2005 and 6 commercials, but to say Paulo Ravinski's direction was poor would be an insult to the unwealthy? Dang. Ooh, that man, that's disrespectful. I've seen what happens when this man gets criticized. Oh, Sky, good point with baby powder. Now, I don't know if I could say this is the worst smelling in the conventional sense, but 2014 Dollhouse of the Damned, I like anything with that like artificial baby powder smell. Ugh, I absolutely hate it. So that was up there for me. And that was Love Lasso. That was great. It's a very progressive film for the 1920s with the female initiating the romance. I dig it. All right. We're almost to the point where we can start making our own movies a little bit.
You'll need to
Yes, we need to get to the top of the charts, blah, blah, blah. Stars will become more successful as everything happens.
The cast and director, their performances,
you guys are going to be friends whether you like it or not.
To get more details on what is effective when part
We're
of
not
the
going to look at
stars,
star
movies,
ratings
or your
now,
studio,
blah, blah,
you can get
blah.
a breakdown of the best and
Don't
worst
care.
features of the studio by reading the studio review. After making a movie, stars, you hover over a star to see their. With time, you'll acquire new facilities.
We don't really
in
have
which
anything
your
for our
can
stars to de-stress right now, which is also the fun
For your
part
next movie,
of
you'll
the
need to write your own
1920s is it's
script.
just like real life.
With the
All you did
industry
was
beginning
work
to
and got
grow and
depressed.
competition rising,
I mean, as far as I
scripts
know, I'm
won't
not
just
that old.
materialize. The easiest way to write a script is to hire some script writers
Yes,
to do
good
it
point,
for
Skull
you.
and Spooky. Simpsons
do
ride
this,
Maggie's
you'll need
mouth.
to build a
Ugh,
script
hate it.
writing
Always
office.
plug my nose.
Do this now.
All right.
I liked it.
I know, like I like it. I like the concept and the
While the
idea,
script
but
writing
like I
office is
hate that
being
smell.
built,
I don't
hover
like.
over your stars to see if you can improve any of their
Well,
moods.
that was your own fault.
Remember, you can right-click to see all
Love
of their
you.
information.
Which scaredy cat? Oh, hi, Koei. Here, let me turn you this way, because people might be able to see you on camera. I can't really tell. Ugh. You can join in on the fun. All right, now we can write our own quote-unquote scripts, aka we can pay someone to do it for us. I don't think we're really doing. I don't think there's anything we can really do until we get our first script written, other than make these people be friends and make them deal with their awkward romantic feelings before they can go somewhere more private. Oops. Oh well, you're a janitor
The
now.
script writing office
Sucks.
is built. Time to start
Actually, it
writing a
doesn't
new
suck.
script.
I worked custodial for a year at Volcano Bay, and it was a great job. 10 out of 10. It's a little demoralizing work cleaning something and then immediately having to clean it again 5 minutes later, but it's good. Custodial is way underappreciated. Where are my script writers? Why does nobody want to work here? Okay, there they are. They were just coming in from Lord knows where. All right. So we're just gonna start with an action movie. Nice generic, something we haven't done yet. Did both of you go in there?
Although this gives you pick up one of your stars. Pick up one of your stars.
And now the
Then you can
tutorial's
get
letting
the
us know
social
that if
grade.
we
You can see how
put
a
our
star
stars next to
feels
each
about
other, they
another
can
star
talk.
when you hold them over a chat icon. When you make two, you can see how a star feels about another star. Okay, while you're waiting for the script to finish, try making you. All right, you can see how a star
can I
feels
make you
about another. You
guys
can see the
practice
star's
yet? I can.
experience in the
Haha.
genre
All right.
associated with this set.
And
Place the
now
star in the
begins
practice icon.
the 5 years
Until the
of
script
no
is ready,
breaks
try to
for
make your
our
stars
4
as happy as
stars.
possible in
R.I.P. and peace
preparation
to
for
them and
making
their
the
social
movie.
lives
Or
and
do
their
some more
will
work
to
on the
live.
studio.
Can make a park here in a little bit, maybe. We're gonna get through some of this stuff and then we'll take a break to decorate. Because like I said, we gotta micromanage these guys. We gotta make sure that they are getting as good as they can get in these roles in as little time as possible. And of course, we gotta put the director and whatchamacallit, director and storyteller in horror. Will and Cheyenne, you guys get romance because that's the one that's the one genre that I'm not going to really train those in. It's a little bit difficult to have a star that's very, very good in every single category until late game. So just having everyone like really good in like 2 or 3 genres and then okay in a few others and just skipping out on one altogether is always the easiest way to go for me. And you can see that after practicing, well, these guys had some horror experience before that, but you can see like the absolute minimal amount that practicing actually does. So we really have to grind this. Yes, I agree with Sky. Spooky, I hope that you get to do Hollywood one day and experience the West Coast smells, because it is something you really have to experience before, or to know how bad it is. Spooky, I think there's a variety of other reasons why you probably wouldn't enjoy Hollywood more. Maybe that's a hot take for me saying it's an inferior event, but I think you would enjoy, or I think you'd still like Orlando more. Hollywood has its good qualities, but in the grand scheme of things, maybe 1 or 2 years that I've been as good as Orlando is not
The
a
script is finished
great
and
track
ready for
record.
casting.
All right, we're just gonna keep grinding out some scripts. We're eventually gonna get to a horror movie, but for right now, we, for lack of a better term, want to do movies that don't matter. We talked about novelty value a little bit earlier with the stage, which has almost none, and our saloon doesn't have much. But the ones that have a good novelty value, we want to save for when we want to make a really good movie, or a movie that we really want to be successful. And that's not, of course, the only factor, but we're gonna try and crank out like 30 crappy movies on this stage set, so we're gonna get that use out of it. Our stars will also gain experience playing or like doing roles in movies and performing in them, but this is a more consistent way to get them up. And like I said, we do not need to be good at this game. We do not need to be a good studio for a while still. So we could either crank out movies or we could spend a little bit extra time having these guys practice, and that's what we're gonna do. And speaking of which, I forgot that I do need to, or for my intents and purposes, I do need to build a script selling facility. I don't want to do this. Where do I want to do this? I'm trying to do that because we are just going to grind out these scripts in these movies, and once we get like a bunch of scripts that we don't want, we're just gonna sell them to try and make more money. Capitalism, baby. think Hollywood overall is a more aggressive event, but I think that also comes down to the freedom that they give their actors, and the blocking is a little more intense in my opinion. And when Hollywood does animatronics and stuff and puppets, like, they can't be beat. Like, they're so cool with that stuff. It's just, it's so inconsistent, and that's what's frustrating about the event to me, is you see this thing that's like so good, better than something in Orlando, and you're like, this is great, and then that quality is like nowhere to be found for the next like rest of the haunt, and you're like, oh well, at least there was that one cool moment. The rest of it wasn't bad, but like, why couldn't everything be that cool?
It's interesting. that
Okay,
although
everyone's
I
gonna see my
podcast
Puss in Boots
was
jammy pants because I gotta stretch because
You
this
see, I could never speak in front of
chair
large
sucks.
gatherings of people.
I don't know if you guys can see because I have so much stuff up, but it's like permanently broken and tilted to the side. Ugh. So looking at our movies that have been written so far, again, just the stage set, nothing interesting. But I do eventually want to do a horror one on the cellar, which I think hopefully should pop up soon. So let's get these guys practicing just a little bit more, and then we'll start grinding out some movies, I should say.
Whoa.
What a funny guy that Will is. And in a little bit we'll be able to unlock customization, or like the custom script as well, so we can make our own movies with our own scenes and all that stuff. That's the fun part that I really want to do. But like I said, we got to get with our net first. Also, these movie names are great. We've got Charging the Line, you know, that's okay. One Stop Astronaut, yeah, I mean, okay, I could see that. And we've got the Funicular Railway of Death, which you know would definitely be that one crappy DVD horror movie that you got for like 50 cents in the bargain bin at Walmart. And unfortunately, our movies eventually will stop making money and nobody likes them, so we just have to send them to the archive. Wham, wham. Which really doesn't do much, but it just kind of clears up the space to show us what we have, what movies we have that are making money. I guess I should have seen how much Baggage Boy made before we sent it into the yeet zone forever, but we'll check out Love Lasso. I'm doing a bad job of managing these guys also.
My uncle Gerald heard a
We're getting there. We got some good vibes. And you guys can also see as well, I'll go into the attributes here, but you can see the stress in that bright green bubble, whatever you want to call it. And I intentionally, when I made these characters, made them very stress tolerant, so that way we could work them to the bone until we don't need, or until they can get a break. But we might see them get cranky here in a little bit. And if we would have hired some of the other stars just as is that popped up, they would like already be pissed off and stressed. All right, we'll fast forward here a little bit. I'm gonna see when Funicular Railway of Death. Let's see.
Whoa!
We're not gonna make a sci-fi movie for a minute, but we still want to get them good at it. Strategy. All right, so Funicular Railway of Death. So this will be a good script. This will be one that we want to keep and we want easy access to, because we are going to want to make a good movie on that set here in a little bit. But not yet. Like I said, we want to stay in 5th place for like I think until 1930. That doesn't mean we're not going to release good movies. After we get through this first award ceremony in 1925, we're going to try and do some more stuff. And we're going to try and make the, what's the word? We're going to try and make the highest released movie, but still not be a good studio. We're gonna be like A24 before they were very popular, if that makes sense. Speaking of, I should have these guys keep churning out the drivel. This is the time when the studio would be using AI to just be like, make these scripts. Nobody's gonna watch this movie, but we just need something made so that way we can make money. Gotta add my trash cans back here because it's already messy because they be littering. Rude. And eventually we will get more staffing and everything as well, but again, we're not a popular studio. Nobody wants to work for us. Just because we're the mom and pop studio doesn't mean we can offer good wages. Sorry. Alright. You guys aren't great at action, but who cares? Let's get it done.
The script is finished and ready for casting. Place it in
And
the
another
casting
thing
office
I
when you're
should have
ready.
done earlier that I forgot is we also want to mix and match our crew members. So, if we had extras, it would auto-select them, but it also auto-selects the crew members. But we don't want to do that because it's going to automatically auto-select the 2 with the most experience. And if we do that, we're going to have 2 or 3 crew members that are like really good and everyone else is going to suck. So we want to give everyone equal experience. Yay. Yeah, right. It's going spooky. We might have to make the hatchet and chains here in a minute, or in a little bit. Let's see. Shane, you're a director, but we're gonna put you as an extra. This is gonna be your on-screen debut.
Whoa!
Oh, are you in a skimpy outfit? I feel like Will's gonna beat me up. So another thing that we can do is we can double click on these sets while they're filming and we can see what the scenes look like. Ooh, this does look like a high intensity action movie. I can't wait to see how it ends. It's already a good, clear conflict. But the other thing we can do is while this is filming and we make Will learn some action, we can double click and we can kind of fly through and see what these sets look like. So this is the old school sci-fi bridge, Dead Space, Bioshock, whatever, something, not Star Trek. The desert doesn't have much to showcase beyond being a desert. The saloon is kind of cute. And then we've got the cellar, which you guys, if you have been looking at my posts on YouTube, might realize that this is what I use my promo shots for. Haha. Churn out the dribble. So it sucks that we have to use an extra, or we have to use Shane as an extra, so we can't be making another movie right now. That's the one thing that's frustrating at this stage in the game. But we'll just make William keep practicing. Oh, sorry, Wilhelm. And another thing, this is just a real quick nerdy thing. I always appreciated how much detail they went to actually make these look like, you know, real movie sets and with all the technicalities. So, you know, you can kind of see the top, or you kind of be able to see where you go into the cellar from underground. And you can see that wall. They didn't build anything more than they needed to build. You know, same thing. Saloon goes up, and then it's just kind of got some crappy stairs down there that would never be seen. Little ramp down into the ground for the Starship Bridge so they can climb up there. I don't know, just cute little details like that. It might be a cheesy 2005 Sims ripoff game, more or less, but there's some cute, subtle things they put in here. And I showed you guys the skybox, or whatever you want to call it, earlier. But you can also see Love Lasso's playing at the theater right across the street, directed by Paulo Ravinski. So every time we release a movie, it's going to be playing right across the street from us. Oh, Paulo Ravinski won't shut up. Just going spooky. Yeah, ask any HHN questions you want. You guys don't have to ask me questions or wait for me to talk about, or we don't have to just talk about movies game. This is more of the background for you guys to watch. Something more than just me talking, for us to talk about Halloween and whatever you guys want. Obviously, I want to nerd out about this game and share it with you guys, which might not be the best choice, but for the first time ever streaming a game, I'll take it. So 1925, we have the first Oscars. Then it'll be every 5 years after that. And real quick, you can kind of see up here. Will, you're gonna go play basketball to de-stress.
Today announced its plans to hold an awards ceremony.
I'll
in
be
which
quiet for the
filmmaking
announcer.
luminaries can get together and pretend to be happy for a handful of winners. The first ceremony will take place in 1925, and then every 5 years after that.
Woo! Shane. What was my favorite scene of all the houses this year? Oh god, that's a good question. I loved Major Suites, but I don't know, the beginning of Major Suites was just a pretty perfect first 3 rooms in my opinion. The Goblin's Feast, Tavern, and the outside by the riverbend, that's definitely up there. Insidious had a lot of good moments, but not really any standout scenes per se. Monstros, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, I would have to say the beginning of the first room of Major Suites with Miss Treat standing there and doing her thing. There's just so much good detail and environmental storytelling. Oh, I loved it. No, actually, that's a lie. Second best, Zyborgs, Slaughter Cinema 2, #1. Before somebody pops up in chat and says, actually, this is your #1, you just can't realize it. Yeah, I agree, Sky. This She-Wolf zipline scare was really good. I'm sad that I only got it like once or twice while I was, whatchamacallit, when I was there, but that's okay. When I did see it, it was glorious. All right, we're gonna have Will and Shane do a movie. Sorry, Paulo. Oh, they don't need an extra. Let's go. Which means that we can have these guys film another movie. But until that time, get good. Yeah, I think Cyborgs undoubtedly was the best scene of this year. Just the way that it played with scope and depth and the amount of movement, and the more it revealed, how much it revealed, the more you went on, and every time you got a little bit closer, you saw more and more. Like, oh, Cyborgs was just so good. I undoubtedly think if Zyborgs was ever a haunted house, it might be, as long as it kept up the same spirit and scenic design as Slaughter Cinema, it would be undoubtedly #1. Undoubtedly, crush it. But could that be something that ever works as a full haunted house? That's the question that I don't know if I have an answer to. Will creative, I don't want to say have it in them, but will they be able to make gold out of that? The same way that they made almost gold out of Yeti. All right, you're still a crappy movie. All right, we don't want to have them make their good horror movie yet. So we're gonna have them work on a crappy comedy movie. But I do need an extra, so maybe this will be finished filming by then. All right, we'll archive Love Lasso, but then we've got to watch Charging the Line. Sky, I think my favorite Insidious scene was probably the lipstick demon dropping down from whatever, the roof. Like, that was so cool. And Hatchet and Chains was good. I saw a lot of people, saying bad things about Hatchets and Chains, but I thought it was great. Anyways, let's watch Charging the Line. I don't know if y'all can see Cohen right now, but he is zonked out. Like... What? He's not zonked out anymore, but he was. Ooh. Woohoo! once I stream this as just like an campaign only playthrough or whatever, and I really try and like do the simulator on it and not just have fun, like maybe we have to make a drinking game of every time you get the same script, take a shot. Yeah, these sets have been so overused recently that they now make your average social security office look interesting. That's what people tried saying about Major Suites. Got me mad. Say that about, I don't know, Monstrous, honestly, a little bit. But anyways, that's how I felt about the last like 3 runes of El Cibone. The best movie ever, let's go. It's a scorcher, I love it. These reviews aren't gonna be this good for long. All right, and we've officially made a 1-star movie, the 15th best movie playing right now. Let's go.
It's a wrap.
We still don't have really anything else that we can build though. A Quiet Place had some really good scenes, like, you know, I really want to say that the beginning of A Quiet Place was my favorite scene. The like little intro scene that set everything up. I really want to say that that was the best. But I don't know if... I just... Cyborgs was just so good though, and I just loved everything that... excuse me. And I just loved everything that Major Suites did with his storytelling. Like, it was different, but in a good way. Yes, Sky, the movie of all time. Most overrated house in Halloween Horror Nights? Halloween 2022 is probably my honest opinion. I don't really know if there's been too many. I can't really comment on the years that I didn't go because there's not really that many good POVs or like anything for me to judge off of other than websites and some documentary and low quality pics. But like, I thought Zombie-Geddon in 2010 was a little overrated. Like that might be taboo to say amongst the OGs, but it's my first year. Maybe I would have liked it a lot more if I would have been more acquainted with the event, but I didn't get it. Same with all the Walking Dead haunts. Like, the third one was incredible, but was it really good enough? Like, was the first one really good enough to warrant 5 of them, 6 of them? That's a question I don't think so. I don't know, are there any other ones that you can think of? Really? Sky Legends Collide overrated? Huh. Curious. Okay. Not 2 phrases I would ever put together. I would say, if anything, it was underrated, but I'm curious to hear your opinions on that. Yeah, maybe Hollywood's Last of Us. Like, it was good, don't get me wrong, but, like, was it the best possible Last of Us experience we could have gotten? It's the best one we got. It's not the best it could have been. It was very good, but it felt very linear. It very much felt like a Hollywood house with the way it was laid out in the tent, which, I mean, there's only so much they can do. I can't really knock them for using the location that they had, but at the same time, like I said, it just felt very much like a Hollywood house to me, and not a really good Last of Us experience, but it was still way ahead of Orlando's. Way ahead, not even close. All right. Time to watch another movie of all time here in just a second. Body Collector's Recollections in 2015. Actually, honestly, most of 2015. You know, Body Collector's Recollections was good, but nowhere near life-changing. And a lot of the room designs just felt very similar and reused, and it kind of felt like a mashup without really being a true mashup. It felt like a mashup in the scenic design and not the story. Yeah, Monsters and Mayhem was good, but not great. There wasn't really a single scene that was better in the mashup than the original, except for the Gothic Nightingales crossover. That was cool, and I wish they would have done more of that, where they, you know, had the 2 houses kind of bleeding together. I think 25 as a whole is overrated. Halloween 2022 is still by far the most overrated haunt to me. I was gonna say one other one, but I can't remember what it was. Dance all evening. All right, we're going into this one blind. No reviews. Hi, Kyle H. Yeah, I can understand Legends Collide feeling a bit repetitive, Sky. I wish that they did a little bit more and that they didn't try so hard to copy the mummy scene from the first Monsters and just kind of expand on it. Like, I feel they copy and pasted that room exactly, and I wish they didn't necessarily do that. But anyways, I can understand that, but I still think it was blocked far better than any of the other monster houses, with the exception of maybe Bride. Also, that's relatable. I too can relate to standing in front of a microphone and feeling exactly like that. It's literally me right now. Yeah, a Sublime movie. Boring sets, but it's sublime. A marathon of laughter. Yo, this is a 6 Billion stream review. A marathon of laughter, which proves that this comedy outing could be a sign of great things to come. Let's go. Oh, speaking of, I never had my fortune cookie earlier from Panda Express, so I guess that was gonna determine whether or not this was a good stream or not, so YOLO. All right. Drumhead Justice is a decent script, but we're just gonna keep plugging along. That everyone is stressed right now. We're starting to get to that point where everyone's getting angry, so we're gonna give everyone a little bit more money so they don't walk out on us. Sky, I could agree that Legends Collide in Hollywood was maybe better. Do I personally think it was better? No, but I really liked it. I think that it had a more distinct feel, and I feel like that could be seen in a positive light. Or I can see how people would favor that over Orlando. God, talking is hard. All right, let's see. We got someone who's unemployed. I'm gonna pause so we can debate. Let's see. We got Jenny. So she's got some good acting experience, but she's a little bit cranky and she probably gonna overeat in a little bit. So now what we can do is we can decide, do we want Jenny to be a star, or do we want to make Jenny an extra? And actually, I'm going to answer that question for you guys. We're going to make her an extra because just like in real life Hollywood, extras don't have opinions. They don't get paid anything. We can make them do all the grunt work and they're not allowed to complain to us. So that's what we're going to do for now. So either Jenny is going to end up being a really great extra, or eventually, once she has enough experience, we'll make her an actress and then she'll still have a full stress meter. Cheat the system. Hold on, are we slandering Blood Moon? Blood Moon was an incredible house. No hating on Blood Moon allowed in this chat.
What?
I will not stand for that. It was like the better version of Roanoke. Everything Roanoke should have been and then more.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, the scares may have been a little bit repetitive in Blood Moon, but like that finale, that shadow play, that town square, like, yeah, I can't remember what the official places were, but after you went outside the town square for the first time and you kind of went in those set of buildings before you went into the bar, that was kind of a, I don't want to say dead zone, but that was the least exciting part of the house by far. But everything else, oh, so good. All right, important world events. The flight around the world's happening soon, which means people are going to be wanting action movies. So we better get some action scripts, or some more action scripts prepared, so we can dole those out. Let's see, do we have any crew members? We do, haha. And I'm gonna have to start moving the crappy scripts that we don't really care about over there to eventually sell. All right, Shane's getting cranky. Go play some basketball or something.
Right around the world and proving Einstein right when the
landed back where they started.
Oh, I know you guys weren't actually dissing it. I am just giving you a hard time. Yeah, Darkest Steel I think is underrated. I think anyone who says, I don't know, I don't think anyone can objectively say Darkest Steel was a bad haunt. Like, maybe one day I'll do a video on Darkest Steel because to me it's still it's incredible to me how much they were able to pack in such a small footprint, how much each scene was able to accomplish with storytelling and scares and visuals, and like, I can't believe that haunt was only like, what, 5 or 6 scenes? Because so much more happened in it than half of the other haunts that year, or even ever. Like, more happened in that haunt, to me, than Eternal Bloodlines. Let's see, where are we in the rankings? So I'm gonna hold off on releasing our crappy movie, our One-Stop Astronaut. And we're just gonna kind of let everyone relax for a little bit, because they're all cranky. So, the main way to get your stars to de-stress in this game is by giving them disorders, by either making them alcoholics or have eating disorders. Again, very, kind of a flawed little game, but for the tycoon aspect, you know, what, from 2005, like, you know, what can you expect? So, what that means is basically in 2025, when we unlock this basic facilities pack, we're gonna unlock the bar, which means we're going to be able to put all of our actors in there to get drunk, and then they'll be happy. So realistically, there isn't a single actor in this game that's not going to be literally buzzed for the next like 70 years straight. Ooh, where are you going? Oh, your maintenance. Aha, we need a janitor. So I want to have these people, or I want to have these stars doing something, but I don't want to get them so stressed and pissed off that they walk out. So we're just kind of teetering right now for a little bit. I appreciate you stopping by, Skull and Spooky. Get home safe. My water splashed all over me. I'll see you next time. Said we'll be doing more movies on Friday, and probably a lot more after that. Alright, so I'm thinking we go until about 8 o'clock or so for this first one here. There's a few things I want to work out on the technical end. And also, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. For my Thanksgiving tomorrow, I have to be up early to train at a new job, which isn't a bad thing, and it's good, and I'm very excited about it, but I am excited. I am just tired. It means I want to stream really late and hang out with this community that supports me, but I need to get enough rest and be conscious enough to be a good leader in the morning. And I didn't sleep good at all last night, so... Vanessa! Wait, why'd you get timed out? I literally disabled character spamming, like, right before the stream. Or, like, disabled this banning people, or blocking people for it, so.
I think it was because she didn't use 6.
No, it was probably because there was, like, 10 exclamation marks. Yeah, I agree, Sky. HHN's 20 or 34 spec, Jesus. Maybe by the end of the video I'll be able to give you guys some thoughts, but I don't know if I really have any yet. Alright, first award ceremony is coming up, and you can see Paulo Ravinski really pissy right now because he's stressed, so since we don't care about being successful and rich right now, we're gonna throw some money and hope that whatever. Hope it gets good. And I'll show you guys real quick, because I'm never going to have these two actually work together. But you can see if I have them talk to someone when they're in a bad mood, they get angry and cranky. And of course Alright, we won 0 awards. Haha, just as we anticipated. So right now, all there is highest studio, highest star, and highest movie. Oh, that's right. The next award we'll get in 1930 is the most prestigious studio lab, which means that our studio has to actually look good. It needs to be the prettiest of all, and that's something that we have to maintain throughout the entire game because the bonus for it, I should mention these all come with little bonuses. I don't know if it shows them here or not. No, but the bonus for that one is very good, and it's something that's going to help us a lot. And also at the end of these awards ceremonies, we can see our achievements. This is something we can look at any time, but the first one is releasing 5 movies, earning $500,000, and releasing movies with a total star rating of 5. And once we do that, we get the custom script office, and then we get the keys to the kingdom, more or less. So we're gonna play until we unlock that. We'll write a script or two, and we'll go from there. Yo, welcome, welcome. Have a good Thanksgiving as well. Appreciate you stopping by. I'm sorry I'm dying. I'm losing my train of thought so bad right now. I'm not used to doing things and actually talking. I lose my train of thought. I literally lose my train of thought just when I'm talking about HHN spec. And now I'm losing my train of, or now I have to play a game and talk about stuff. My brain is like, what is going on? Yeah, time to make some good movies. Yeah, does anyone have anything exciting for Thanksgiving tomorrow? Like, anyone have any cool plans or anything? Or are we all just kind of hanging out with our families? Anyone going to see a movie? Anyone going to see Moana or Wicked or anything? Said I work from like 8 to 5:30, so I'm gonna be busy all day. But then we're gonna come home, eat some food, watch Thanksgiving by Eli Roth probably, and then go to bed so that way I can get up early on Friday to work on videos and get ready for the next movie stream on Friday night, Black Friday.
Go shopping.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and spend all of, or go Amazon shopping. Pull Me Off Him. Yo, that sounds like a lit movie. Hold on, I want to watch that. All right, everyone's gonna be stressed until this bar pack is released, so we're not gonna really do anything. Vanessa, if you're back, hi. Sorry you got kicked out, LOL. Skill issue. Getting drunk and watching football? Yes. First time Thanksgiving in years. Yeah, we've got some bottles of wine that we've had that I think we need to polish off. So I think that might be a plan tomorrow. I think Josh said he's watching football as well. I will say that I am not a sports person. I don't know anything about any sports. So you guys are welcome to chat with yourself about that and tell me the exciting things and the exciting highlights, but if you mention athlete names, just don't expect me to know what we're talking about. I can tell you obscure HHN references. I couldn't tell you more than like 3 or 4 professional football players. I don't even know if I could tell you 3. I don't even know how to play football. I can figure out like 90% of it, but after that, nah. I don't know. Yeah, I was worried that Moana 2 wasn't gonna be super great. Yeah, yeah, well, I might not know anything about football, but I know UCF always lets us down. As far as next year goes for HHN, let's get back to that real quick. You know, a lot of people say Terrifier. I don't know if HHN will do it. I don't know if it's an HHN property. Terrifier would be cool, but you know, we'll have to see how it goes. I'm not very optimistic in Terrifier. Beetlejuice is interesting because I feel like it has I feel like it's very easily able to expand on what the first one did, and I feel like it could fix all the mistake or fix everything I didn't like about the first one. I feel like it could be done really well, but the question is it still going to be relevant? Or are we going to get something like Wednesday and we're going to get, you know, everyone was complaining when Blumhouse started to become the new norm, but what if Netflix teen dramas become the new HHN go-to? You know, I just don't know if Beetlejuice, I don't want to say it's not going to be relevant in a year, but I don't know, I can't see people being like, oh yeah, they're doing Beetlejuice again, that's great. You know, that's pretty much how I would imagine the reaction of a lot of people would be. I don't think it would be that big, like, oh my god, they're doing Terrifier moment, like some other IPs would be. I will make this damn studio lot pretty when I want to. When my back is not hurting from this crappy chair.
I will get you a new chair for Christmas.
I'm not complaining. I'm just letting everyone know they gotta look at me weird for the next little bit. All right. We got the bar, baby. I'm also pausing this because I didn't know where to put it. And also we want to get this built as quickly as humanly possible so that way our people stop being cranky and we're just gonna make them alcoholics. And after they're less stressed, we can put our stars in here so that way they can become friends and start going on dates. Dates, whatever you want to call it. Let's see. So we can get a little preview of events coming up. So we can see here, in like 2 years or so, sci-fi is going to be really popular. And this is why we had our HHN icons practicing sci-fi, because we are going to try and release a sci-fi movie at this point, and our goal is that it will be the #1 movie ever made for a long time. But now we gotta let them drink. Look at those beautiful 2D spirits. Let's see, we can have El Diablo, or does it say Vox, or what? B beer. I want some B beer. Justin B beer. And then they just reused all those assets. Oh, we never looked at the Snack Shack. Giorgio's snack with barely legible writing. Yep, this definitely looks like something that would cost $25. I don't know. He looks like he's committed.
The television. Our scientists claim that the wooden box is in fact a shrinking.
I haven't looked at chat in a minute, but I'm afraid it's going to be everyone making fun of me sitting like this.
So only in black and white, and our boys are never wrong.
I went out with my old
Yeah,
friend.
I guess that's true, Sky. I didn't really think about the fact that Hollywood didn't get Beetlejuice, or hasn't had Beetlejuice yet. So, we'll have to see. We don't want to do that one, but we're going to do this one so we can put a halfway decent movie out. I forgot to have her do her thing. That's okay. You need some experience. And then once these people are good in a drinky drink, we will have them start making another movie. We'll probably have them do Walking Backwards to Rio. Yeah, I would like to... I don't know, man. Beetlejuice... Would I like to see it? Yes. Do I think it's a possibility? Yes, maybe. I don't know. I just feel like it would, like I said, I feel like it would be more of a whimper than a big, exciting draw for a lot of people. But that's just me. What other IPs are coming out? I could see maybe Nosferatu. I don't know if Universal Monsters are going to continue given Dark Universe, Epic Universe opening. But I could see maybe Nosferatu. There's one other horror movie coming out next year. Alien Romulus! Rip. Dang, I had one horror movie that I was like, yes, this will be it. And I forgot it. Alright, you guys are de-stressed enough. And while they're practicing that, you guys can practice that. What does... I can't remember any of the horror movies coming out next year. I forgot all of them. I looked them up before this stream while I was setting everything up, and I immediately forgot. Isn't there a Conjuring movie? I guess that's Warner Brothers, so that probably will never make it in. But honestly, whatever it is, I hope it ends up being like this year. Like, what was it, 3.5 IPs this year? That was a good mix for me. All right, and we do have a new set available, the Bank, or Wild West Bank. Oh, we have the suburban bathroom, I forgot about that. I'll go add that here in just a second. Now you guys can kind of see what I mean by always doing something. Does Blumhouse have anything big coming out? Maybe Wolfman IP? I don't know. I just really hope we do follow the trend of Slaughter Cinema, or of Yeti being a house in 2019 from Slaughter Cinema in 2018. I really hope something from Slaughter Cinema becomes a house next year. I don't know if I necessarily care what one it is. I mean, obviously I would ideally love for it to be Cyborgs. That would be great. But I don't know how much that actually... I don't want to say actually matters, but you know, I would be happy if any of those concepts got expanded into a full-length haunted house. That was done really well. Yeah, Sky, you're right. I forgot about Megan. Megan and Black Phone. I think those were the two I was thinking of. I would bet my right hand that Megan and Black Phone make up a Blumhouse or Horrors of Blumhouse compilation haunt. Like, I think that's pretty much all but a lock, which is a little bit unfortunate because I don't know how well either of those would translate again, at least in the case of the Black Phone. But oh, he got kicked off because they started filming. LOL. Do that one. But yeah, I would say Megan and if this Blumhouse partnership is continuing, I'd say those are definitely a lock, 100%. Look at them just.
It's a wrap.
One day this is gonna be me before a stream, just like sitting around. No, not me going on my knees digging a hole, but me just standing here waiting for the stream to start instead of me panicking like everything is on fire. All right, let's get you guys start practicing.
You are tuned in, as I believe the phrase has it, to KMVS.
Yeah, that's true, Sky. If they use animatronics the way that Hollywood's Chucky did, I think Megan could be a pretty good haunt overall, and really cool. But I just don't know if Orlando can capture that vibe. And as for Last of Us, I don't know if the Last of Us TV series is going to, well, because they did the video game adaptation for the first one. I would love to see them do the video game adaptation, or a second video game one. I just don't know with the rights between the show and everything, if it's one of those where they're like, yes, we really want to try and get this. Especially since, again, the reception for the first one, as far as I can tell, was lukewarm. I didn't think it was a super great house. I thought it was mid-tier at the very best. Oh yeah, let's go. And I don't know if there was a lot of people that were clamoring for the, I almost said The Walking Dead, Jesus Christ. For The Last of Us to come back, given that
It's a wrap.
the one time they did it, it felt pretty much like a Walking Dead house. Yeah, I would love to see Cyborgs. I would love to see something like Major Suites again. Give me a tiny little compact house that feels like an old school, like 2008, 2009 vibe, whatever you want to call it. And I would really love love to see them take something like Blood and Chum and actually do a full underwater house that isn't just, you know, hey look, we put some planks above the ceiling so it looks like we're underwater. Isn't that creative? Like, I want to see them actually flesh out the underwater. Alright. So I think we're gonna release Drumhead Justice and then we're gonna write our own movie. Let me just get these guys working. I'm a nicer manager than this in real life, I promise. Well, maybe not. What?
Nothing.
Mocking me in the corner. Where are the scaredy cats? I need someone to love me. Hi, Cohen, you're still asleep. Where's my baby child and my other baby child? Bro, I would not be mad if Walking Dead came back to HHN as long as it was done well. It just felt, it was just so repetitive. I still get like triggered when I hear like the zombie noises and I'm like, that was from The Walking Dead. Something had it or something this year I think had it. I don't remember what it was. Josh isn't here right now, but I think it was in Hollywood. Was it Dead Exposure? It might have been Dead Exposure, because I literally went to Josh and I was like, that's the exact same Walking Dead walker sound effect. Triggered. I'll have to ask him next time he pops in. But now we're gonna release a good movie for once, hopefully. And look at that, 1 3/4 stars, let's go. Let's go, baby. So I will say our goal is to try and get a 5-star movie by 1945 at the earliest? Question mark. So we're gonna we might be sitting in this lower quality for a little bit, but once we get there, we are gonna get there and we aren't moving. All right. Also, kind of like how I split up the scripts, I'm going to split up the stinky movies and the ones that we don't care about too much. I'm going to leave back here. All right, we're going to see if the storyteller and the director are still friends, and they are not. They haven't talked in like 4 years, so now they don't give a shit about each other. Ghosted. But like I said, we want to make a really good sci-fi film in the next and release it within the next 2 years or so. And it's not going to take us that long to do it. But if we can make these guys friends before that happens, it's going to make our movie just that much better. And while we're waiting, I'm also waiting for us to get to $500,000. Oh, I guess we do have to release one more poopy movie. But that's easy, we can do that. Oh my god, you guys were friends before, just do it again. He's sorry for whatever he did. He's sorry for looking at Shane. Sky, Drumhead Justice. Yeah, you haven't seen some of these names. I will do a little randomizer, like, it can randomly choose the names of movies when you do the custom thing. So once we get there in a second, I'll scroll through and show you some of the names. Because they're so funny. Like, talk about obscure references. I will like think of these movie names in public and I'll be like, I can't share this with anyone because nobody's gonna know what the hell I'm talking about. People are gonna look at me like I'm absolutely nutso zonked out of my mind if I say this. We're also going to build a bathroom. Because we can make some good horror movies in the bathroom. You know, I was in the bathroom most of yesterday, and that was a pretty good scary movie. The Substance had a bathroom in it. Oh, and I guess Psycho is kind of a good scary movie, too. I don't know if we can get these guys super happy before we have them make this sci-fi movie. I honestly can't remember. I'm gonna have them practice one more time, and then I'll raise their salary and see. But I can't remember if they have the resources to be in a good mood. Alright. Semi-crappy romance. Go get drunk real quick before I force you into your next slog. Put our, since we are anticipating this is going to bomb, we will give our lesser crew members some experience. And homegirl, you can practice until the movie starts shooting.
guy says, imagine the substance as an HHN house.
Bro, I would love the substance as an HHN house. Like, that would be so cool. Like, I watched it without Amanda, because it's not really her type of movie. But when she got home, I literally rewound to the mirror scene. No spoilers for those who haven't seen it. But I made her watch the mirror scene. And I was like, is this not, like, the coolest thing you've ever, like, was that not shot so awesome? Would this not be a great HHN scene? Like, oh, perfection. All right, you guys are drunk enough. Start filming your movie. We are going to, we'll watch One Stop Astronaut so we can make a custom movie. Let's see how good this is. So as we are watching this, you can notice that most of these entry-level films have really three or four scenes. So there is one scene of them fighting, the close-up, and now them arguing. And that's kind of the structure of how these movies go with their scripts. They're more of, you know, scenes than they are full movies, which is understandable. Everybody's already getting tired of the director and the storyteller because they've lost their novelty value. What is this, 2017? A movie that's more predictable than taxation and more boring than those that impose it. Oh my god, Halloween 2022 at HHN Orlando. All right, now we can make our custom script. We get a dramatic signature. All right, we're gonna be sitting, again, we're not gonna get this one for a little bit. We might get a 2-star star when we get our 2-star movie, but I don't know yet. But like I said, tutorials. Once we get past these tutorials, things are gonna start flying, I promise you guys. We just gotta get there. When we start making CGI spectaculars, you'll see what I mean. But first, man, it's been too long since I've played this, because I don't know, I can't remember how any of my good building layout, or studio layouts. Okay. Let's make a custom movie and explore in that for a little bit, and then we'll go from there. We unlocked the War Battlefield set, so we can make Nightingale's Blood Prey, which isn't actually a bad idea now that I think about it. Maybe that's what. Maybe that'll be our first haunted house. You know, I think we're gonna do that. I think I am going to subject you guys to Nightingale's Blood Prey haunted house, or movie. But real quick, we are gonna have the director and Elsa make a crappy movie so we can have our top crew get a little bit more experience. And we can have these guys, might as well practice some sci-fi here. Do one round before they need to start. All right, so now that we got our studio under control and this is open, let's go, baby. So here is our wonderful script editor. Now we don't have, or there is a post-production thing that we can unlock later on. I'm not gonna go through the Movie Maker tutorial, thank God, because you guys don't care about that and you don't need to know it, but I said I would scroll through some of these cringy names. So they're gonna go along with whatever genre we have. The Thingy, the Rifleman of Santa Claus, what?
I said the Thingy.
Posse of Gentlemen, Digging for Gold. Now, if we go to horror, horror's got some good ones. Rune Killer, Look at You, Help Me, Someone, October Morning. Oh, this was like AI writing before AI. The Space Monster, can never go wrong with that. Let the Ants Decide. Oh, that's a good one. Let the Ants Decide. Queen of the Bile, Hell is for the Dead. Oh, these are so good. All right, so I don't even know if I could make something nightingales. Let's just try this real quick. We're in a best HHN house of all time. Should have the honor of being the first custom movie we make. So we can have up to 3 quote-unquote main actors in them. Which I guess we could do. Let's do it. Why not? But you can see we only have 1 star unlocked for our script quality, so we're gonna literally choose like 2 or 3 scenes, and that's gonna be it. This is gonna be mad at me because we haven't built this yet. But all right, somebody, give me some ideas. What should happen in this Nightingales movie that doesn't involve a lot of special effects because we haven't unlocked them yet? I'll scroll through some of the scenes here, so you know. Walking and talking, lots of talking. I'm not gonna scroll through everything, but you know, if we go to violence, we've got fighting, knife fight, aliens chasing, the battles end with corpses everywhere, weapons, bullets. Will, can you explain why car pulls up should be should be the first scene that we choose? I'm curious about that. Let's see. Okay, so I think we gotta do vampire scare for at least one of these. You know, that's our nightingale. So this is how the scene is going to quote unquote look when it's filmed. So how does a nightingale walk? Like that, or like that? 1, 2, or 3? 1, 2, or 3? And we've got to switch these roles. Sorry, Will. You gotta be a spooky boy. So again, we don't have a lot totally unlocked right now, but we can kind of add some set dressing and stuff. I don't know if this stays because I never really played around with this or not. But you know, we gotta add some of these. Can I move the height of these? Yes, I can. Haha. All right. Do we have like a tank or anything yet? No, we don't have a tank. We're gonna put a knife here just cause. Let's see, what else did they have in the Nightingale's days? Oh, there's a rope here. We could put a rope hang. Oh no, I ruined it. Oh, we need a battlefield radio. That's true. I'm gonna put that right here. That's a key component. Also, this movie editor does get a little bit janky sometimes, but it's the thought that counts. Oh, we got some newspapers. Oh, definitely need. No, I don't care about you, lady. I don't care about you, storyteller. Definitely need lots of nurse kits, 100%. Cans, you know, junk is junk. Oh, cow skull, there we go. This is looking exactly like Nightingale's Blood Play, the best HHN haunted house to have ever existed. Blood Pit ain't got nothing on it. No, I need my skulls again. And you know, we're gonna put this in just the corner of the frame, but in celebration of HR Blood and Guts also being at HHN 21, we'll put a little Christmas tree in there and some crates. Guys, if I can make a set look this good in a 2005 simulator game, how good do you think I can make an actual haunted house? Like, I can make something, like, come on. If I made something this good, HHN would be sweating. They'd be sweating. We'll put a police badge. Yeah, because, you know, there was soldiers and stuff. That's a pretty accurate way. Oh, I forgot that I have some mod stuff that I don't really want to mess with right now. Oh, campfire, of course. I see chats popping off. I'll be there in a second. I'm having too much fun because I never used to add props because they don't add anything to the game or the quality. Piece of litter, let's go. The true HHN experience. We gotta add like 500,000 of these. There we go. There we go. Now it's like a real HHN house. Okay, we said 2. 2 seems to be consensus. Yeah, Will. These sound like... I think the movies would definitely be like a better HHN house than HHN. All right, anyways, let's make our Nightingale. So we don't really have that many costumes available. I don't even think we have anything close to a nurse's outfit right now. Scientist costume. Oh, hi, Cheenie. Hi, baby. I just want to keep seeing the sexy one, obviously. Let's see, what can we, what kind of looks like an old nurse's outfit? Sure, whatever. And then, oh, I can't do body paint yet. But that's okay. Let's give her some nasty old hair. If we can.
I got chosen.
He's just a little jerk. You don't matter. Chino, you're irrelevant. I don't know. I can't really make like ugly old or decrepit hair. Maybe that's the term. Sure, scary enough. All right. We'll just have to do some makeup. All right. You look sickly. I don't know what color eyes Nightingale's had, honestly. I don't remember. So we're just gonna do some creepy white eyes. We gotta also have them blood red lips. Can I do some facial hair? Not like actual facial hair, but you know, they were like gross. They had like peeling like hair and melting faces and weird stuff. Can't do a I don't know, we'll do something faint. The tattoos are stupid in this. They don't really add anything at all, and you can't tell what 90% of them are. The LA Uber, oh no. Hi, Mom. Oh, hi, Teeny. Who's the baby? Who's the baby? Hey, Will, I'm gonna make something up to you. I don't know. Got bloody nails. All right, good enough. All right, we got our Nightingale. Let's go. Ooh, she's terrifying. All right, and we gotta have it. Will be a soldier. Sorry, buddy. But I don't even know if we have any soldier costumes. We do. Civil War. Let's go. No, we got World War I, which is actually period accurate, I believe.
German officer to be exact.
I don't know, but which one? I don't know. I think this is more accurate from what I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta have the holster. Yeah, let's do like a dark green. I also don't know anything about military or ranks or anything, so like, please don't attack me. I'm trying my best, y'all. Luckily, a lot of the stuff on these are, a lot of things are customizable in these costumes to an extent, so you can have a little bit of fun with it, like police helmets and stuff. But we'll get there. Like I said, this is the beginning. Oh, we can make ninjas? I don't remember that. Let's go. That looks like a field knight cat, actually. That looks relevant. Will, you don't get any makeup. You're beautiful as is. Oh, Sky, what's the tea? What did Legacy post? What's the first hint? We can speculate about that while we're making this incredible, might I add, film. All right, so get scared by the Nightingale. I don't have a tank option. Let's see. Okay, so here's the poll, chat. Are we going to have the Nightingale win, or are we going to have this soldier win? I mean, I think the Nightingale wins.
I would say the Nightingale.
So let me know if we're letting this Nightingale win. That'll determine what we do next. And there's way too many scenes for me to like actually go through everything. So if you guys suggest anything, just give me the gist, and I can probably find what it is. And a lot of these scenes do kind of what's the word? Share between sets. Sometimes they're more specific, or sometimes there's each set has specific scenes that are specific only to it because of the geography and layout of all of it. But a lot of these more general ones we can do anywhere. Like anything that's a big area is going to have these car ones, these van ones, these stagecoach ones, or the talking or the fighting. But you're not going to be able to do something like these big open horse riding scenes in something like the compact cellar. Oh my god, Will. Okay, fine. Soldier wins and car pulls up. Alright, so we have to kill the Nightingale, which seems a little bit against canon, but whatever. Should we do... No, this is it's a good violence one. All right. So if this is what we're doing, we got to do this. Except for the Nightingales. Oh, and we're almost at 1 star. Let's go. So the other thing I do want to look at real quick. Oh, how do I save the dressing or bring the set dressing back over? I don't know, I'll figure that out. Oh, I can save it. Okay. I'll deal with that more later. We gotta put a book here, because that's important. Oh, buddy, you good? You're supposed to be there. We're gonna put a, ooh, this is good. We're gonna put a playing card for Lady Luck, HHN 21. This is a good reference. This is like goated. Okay, we're gonna try and put it somewhere where it or a few of these where they end up in frame. Oh yeah, look at this. This is more lore heavy than like the last 5 years of HHN combined. Look at that. Look at that money shot too. Okay, and we'll just for you, we'll have the car. Let's see. What can we see? Ugh. Here's the money shot for you guys. Oh, you can't even see the cards down there? Stabbed right in the face. Okay, I need to put the more cards over by her. Okay. Children, stop fighting. Okay, we're gonna put the car here so that you know this is foreshadowing. Just like in real life, good haunted houses foreshadow too. Okay, we're gonna put a crate and the whatever big thingies, anti-tank stuff. And then where was the playing cards? Personal other, was that it? A fan of cards, there we go. Spooky, and we'll put some see, let's go. This is the stupid kind of shit posting I wanted to do with you guys. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I wanted to stream this. As much as I love the campaign aspects for my sentimental and strategic reasons, I just wanted to do fun, stupid stuff like this with the people that mean the most to me. This is the stupid stuff that I live for. Okay. Let me get, like I said, this is not easy to control. All right, we'll put some more playing cards down here. Gotta rotate them so, you know. All right. Let's put a rocking chair here. That's creepy and ominous. Oh, and there is one more thing that we can't forget about. We have to put a horse. Can't forget about the dead horsies and Nightingales. Now there is one other thing I need to add to both of these. So you can also, we can change the backdrop, but I don't really think there's much that we have that would work. Battlefield works perfectly fine right now. Could do the camp or the desert, I suppose, or something like that. But I think this works about as good as, I think this fits best for Nightingales, Wild West Town. But we can also adjust the lighting and we can also add effects. So I think we've got to have it foggy and a little dark. Chino, can you please stop eating Fire Dragon? I'm gonna throw Ice Dragon at you. So, yeah. See, this looks exactly like Nightingales. Alright. And I should also add, to increase our rating, I'll show you guys this real quick. So this is one of the CGI zombie costumes you can unlock later on in the game. The really funny thing about this is, like, it will just randomly put costumes in that you don't have unlocked. And you can just, like, if you get lucky, you can just have some really weird random characters. But sorry, this ain't The Walking Dead. This is real as it gets. Is this what we had the other one in? Okay, you can be in, like, cream. Giggity. I don't remember what ugly hair we did. We're gonna make you the tough Nightingale. And then we gotta do the pale, pasty makeup, bloody lips, weird eyes, bloody nails or whatever, slight weird facial hair. All right, let's go. Now we got an extra. Now we should be at 1 star. Oh, not yet. Number Sudoku Legacy clue. Interesting.
I don't know how to find it.
I'm assuming it's on IU forum, Sky, or did it get tweeted? Oh, the second Nightingale got a win now, Will? Okay. Where should the second Nightingale be in this scene? Continuity would say here. You know what? I think that works. I think that works. All right. Oops. I forgot. All right. Car pull up just for you, buddy. But who's in the car? We already have 2 Nightingales. We're just gonna put everyone in this movie. Fuck it. I love you guys. We're gonna do it. This is gonna be a cameo before cameos were invented. But you guys don't get cool costumes. Also, the director still has all his makeup on that I did in his character creation. He looks so dramatic. Alright, come on. Oh, I forgot women weren't allowed to do anything back in the 1920s. That's my bad. You can just wear the sex appeal. Wait. Is there a... No. Man, they don't really have any good costumes. You can just look dramatic and sad. Ooh, blue sky. Interesting. Okay. Alright. It's dark out. Still foggy. We gotta add a horse that's dying. There we go. Perfect. The horse gets hit.
The fuck is blue? know I'm a boomer.
Vans is in Warp Tour? Yes. IP that'll be on both coasts? Beetlejuice maybe? Or aforementioned Megan and Black Phone crossover. Alright, we need the second Nightingale to win. So what's a good one that involves... Here we go. This is how you skip the R rating, guys. Okay, we're doing exactly what the big studios do. We're not gonna give you guys the money shot you wanna see. We're gonna make this a PG-13 movie, and we're just going to imply all the bad stuff that's happened. This is the school of Blumhouse, after all. All right. Our original Nightingale is gonna be standing over here with a gun because we're cool. And then we've got what?
Sorry, I just got sat on.
I thought Nyx was still over here. All right. This is going to be one of the movies of all time. So we are going to film this, take a look at it, and then I think we are going to call it for tonight until Friday. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was originally gonna have them on this crappy movie, but screw it. We gotta make this. Speaking of which, I have to build the Battlefield set, which, because of novelty value and all that, I'm going to put the Battlefield somewhere that I think we are going to get rid of it sooner rather than later. Not because I do not like it, but because it takes up a lot of space and there's other stuff we can put in there later on that is more cool and valuable. Alright, get drunk and make friends, just like at real life HHN. Alright, pump out some more AI written drivel. Cloud face. It's like if Scream took place inside of Inside Out. 6 Billion Studios is the new Blumhouse production. Yo, we could make a whole like Blumhouse VHS style anthology in this. I'd be down. All right, we've just got to get him a little more tipsy, and we've got need to have our whatchamacallit, need to have our friends finish this movie. Another little hack you can do there if you want the speedrunning tech is as soon as they start filming a scene, if you double click on it, you'll go to this view that you'll go to the view that shows what the scene actually looks like, and if you do that, they like your actors and crew and everything will like, what's the word? They'll go exactly to where they need to be. Like they'll skip ahead of all the walking. I'll show you guys in the next scene here. And while we're doing that, we are going to have... Where are you? Why are you an extra? I didn't mean to make you an extra. Oh, well, I'll figure that out. I made a screwy. It's the car. The car threw me off. There we go. That should solve it, I think. I did not want... Oh. Stressing me out. I'm choking, and this game isn't even a game that you can choke on. My content career, whatever, in a nutshell.
I'm William McDuff, and I suggest that as the weather is nice, you enjoy it, remembering to work hard at whatever it is you are doing.
Actually, I need a builder more than anything. Sometimes if you try and have people do more than one movie at once, it gets a little wonky, which is why I was trying to wait until that was done. But we gotta, we gotta pump out this one so we can get our sci-fi film started. And then these are probably gonna be the only 2 movies that we release this entire next 5 years or so. We're gonna power through this so we can watch it, and then we're gonna call it a night. So that way I can get ready for training tomorrow. Only 1 3/4, that's disrespectful. That's not true. Now we're also going to see if everything actually stays the way that it should, because sometimes after you, or when you start making these movies, everything just happens. Like, people will change costumes randomly. It's like it doesn't always remember the settings that you originally chose. Oh, alright, look at that. Did we finish this one already? More dribble.
It's a wrap.
I'm also going to save this real quick. It's been auto-saving this whole time, but just so I don't forget, I at least have something.
You're listening to KMVS. Music
Oh,
and
excuse me.
interesting speech throughout the day. Please don't touch that dial.
IP that could be on both coasts.
Newsflash, the world's first TVs went on sale this morning to an
Interesting.
expectant public. Most
I'll have to get
shoppers
back
with
to
these
that
main
next time,
they couldn't afford the device.
when I've had a little more time to think.
Offering his elderly
Because I will say, I think if Terrifier comes to HHN, the only way it comes to HHN is if it's Hollywood only. Also, here's that little skip that I just was talking about for y'all. Speedrunning tech. Speedrunning tech in the movie sim game. Also, sorry you immediately got kicked, Vanessa. I'm glad you stopped by and then immediately got yeeted by being excited. R.I.P. in peace. Alright, let's try and just get this through.
Fears abound that the stock market could implode within the next 2
Oh no, the stock market's gonna crash!
Undeterred investors continued
Man,
throwing
sometimes this
large
game's a little
sums of
too
money
real and a little too
into
depressing.
including this news reporter who's set to make a fortune. And
Mick
goodbye,
Gunn.
all you
Now that's a good movie. Mick Gunn. Speaking of, we still need to watch Die Hard this year. Also, what was I gonna say? Words are escaping me. There's gonna be a question. Oh yeah, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yes or no? I think undoubtedly it is, yes. But sound off in the comments if I'm just full of it. And Sky, I think those are both valid points about Terrifier. It's just, I guess it's more of, I don't know. I can't really see how Orlando would pull it off because they typically have a little less theatricality with everything, and they might have some gory stuff, but they don't really go for the shock factor type of gore. They go for the ambient type of gore, at least in my opinion. And I don't know, it just... Do I think it would fit? Yes. Would I love to see the Orlando team just kind of free reign, do whatever gory, goopy, crazy stuff they can? Absolutely. I don't know. I don't know if it necessarily fits the demographic of we're promoting all of these Blumhouse movies and all this Blumhouse partnerships and straying more toward, or straying more, I want to say straying away from R-rated horror, but not making R-rated horror properties a priority. It's like what? Is Insidious? All of the Insidiouses were PG-13, weren't they? Or were they R? I'm gonna look it up real quick. Like A Quiet Place. Insidious was PG-13. I honestly don't remember if A Quiet Place was. Yeah, Quiet Place was PG-13. Ghostbusters, PG-13. I'm not saying that's necessarily the only trend, but you know,
The number
HHN seems to be going more for appeal than for interesting, if you ask me, for better or worse.
Hello?
Otherwise, we would have had Totally Killer in the Blumhouse zone this year, but we didn't. All right, let's watch Nightingale's Blood Prey, the best movie you'll ever watch. Oops. I put it in the wrong place. Okay, we're still good. All right, let's watch it. Oh, I forgot to give them new names. Oh well. Oh, look at that. Look at this technology. You can totally tell what's going on.
Oh, I forgot
What?
where Pixie was.
Oh.
Sorry.
And yes, as we progress, next time I stream, we will unlock the laboratory, which means we can start unlocking more sets, more costumes, more technologies. So by the time I think we get to like 1945, 1950, we finally have movies in color. And they'll get progressively better looking from here. But I don't know. I think this was almost exactly like the haunted house. It's beautiful. Now, if you want to know what the reviews are, you're gonna have to stay tuned for next time. Oh, and this is a perfect stopping point because, here, let me make a, throwaway save so we can fuck around for a few minutes. But as time goes on, stars want to demand more things, so now all of our people are going to want trailers. So we're going to have to build a trailer park and make it look pretty, and in like 2 years, everyone's gonna want an entourage, and it's really annoying. So we're gonna start that out next time. So if you guys want to see what the reviews for Nightingale's Blood Prey are, make sure you tune in on Friday at, let's say, 6 p.m. again. I'll change it and make a post if I need to. But just because this is a double checking that I'm on the throwaway, so I don't fuck all this up right away, we can just fire everyone. Bam. 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 Guess what? Oh, now you're an actor. Now you're a director.
Whoa!
Now you're an actor. Now you're a director. Oh, and they're all cranky. Well, guess what? Get yeeted. Bam. 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 Look how angry they are. Look how... Ugh, that makes me so mad. I'm gonna run away. No, you aren't. You're mine. I own you. Oh, you know what really pisses them off, though? You know what really pisses them off? Wait, gotta see if I can, Oh, I built too many trash cans. There's not litter. Come on, there's gotta be a litter over here. No. All right, you stupid A-listers. Build this set. Do manual labor. This is what you get. You don't get to be happy. Guess what? I'm gonna sell you to a rival studio or a rival agency for 130. You're worth $136. Dang. Bye. All right, let's see. Let's see what you guys really think about each other right now. What do the friends really say when they're pissed off and drunk? Wait, why are they happy? Hold on. This is not supposed to be how this goes. You guys are in a bad mood. You're supposed to be yelling at each other. Be pissed off here. Okay, apparently we don't care that we're pissed off. We just are horny. Which, I mean, relatable.
I am Mr. William Macduff, and this is the magic of wireless.
Oh well. Alright. Well, that. We're gonna exit to the... No, we are not going to save the current game. Alright, we're gonna pop back to me. was crazy. Well, thanks for stopping by, everyone. Like I said, I'm working tomorrow, but I'll get some more stuff done afterwards. And then, what was I gonna say? Friday before the stream, after I do some editing and whatnot on videos, I'll try and get the lighting a little bit better and get everything set up and make this look like a more professional room. But like I said, this is something that I want to do at least once a week. You know, I want to talk about HHN, Halloween, check in with you guys. I want to do fun stuff and just be a part of this community. I don't want to just, you know, disappear for 6 months until speculation really kicks in. And I feel like you guys watching me do something is more interesting than me just sitting here and talking. As I've said before, it's only going to get bigger and better from here. First time I've ever streamed a game. I really appreciate everyone who stuck around. As is customary, let me go get the scaredy cats to say goodbye. You can see Cohen right here is still zonked out. If we haven't been able to find Cohen recently, it's because he's been right here. Whee! He's still hardly awake.
Yeah, Puss in Boots jammies.
Yes, baby. You want to go say hi? Woof, who's the big fat one? Say hi, don't bite me, you little bitch. Say hi to everyone, Chino. People are here just to see you. You're Dada's baby. Oh, look at that tummy. Maybe this is why he's the angry one. And then where's the pixie?
No, she's asleep.
Too late.
No, she's asleep.
Weird. She under the blanket?
She got under
Okay.
herself.
Pixie
It's cold.
Pixie is cold and has made a nest for herself, so unfortunately Pixie will not be able to say goodbye to everyone. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Friday. Any ideas you have, anything you want to see, let me know. You know, I'm doing this not just for me, but for you guys, because I want to do fun stuff and, you know, like I said, I want to hang out with you guys. I want to make content that you guys want to see. And in the next month or two or so, I'll have more to share about my plans and project releases and all that stuff. But let me just say, I am hoping to get a HHN Vegas video speculation out by the end of the month. No, end of the year. I thought it was already December. It's been a long year. But after that, stay tuned for lots and lots of exciting stuff in 2025. Movie streams are going to continue, like I said, probably twice a week at least through then, because I had a lot of fun with this, and it's going to be nuts after we get this, nuts after we unlock a bunch of cool effects and CGI and more sets and stuff. But thanks for stopping by, everyone. Have a great Thanksgiving.